So we're going to start with the Grizzly sticks and the 650 grain combination and see if we can get through there and see if any of the broadheads will glance through there. We have Elliot down there. Elliot's our same test dummy that we shot before, and we'll give it a couple shots and see what we could come up with. I don't know if you guys could see that. I'm going to try to record this in slow motion so you guys could see, but I did hit some brush going in, and the arrow flew straight and true through it. I hit some brush again and still killed him. So in this hole, I could shoot through this hole and still kill through the hole. So, and part of it's that broadhead and part of it's the way that it carries. So that was with the Grizzly stick broadhead and Grizzly stick 650 grains. So I'm gonna pull the arrows out and I'm gonna check the penetration as I pull them out, and then I'll do 2 more shots, and then we will check the we will average out the depth that each arrow goes in. We'll average out the penetration on each arrow. I know it's not definitive, but it's the best that we can do here. All right, we're going to walk right straight through there. It's a pretty good little hole in here, actually. This is one that you'd be able to kill through. And there's old Elliot. Put the bow down here. And then we'll check these. We'll see what we got as far as arrow penetration. So the way I'm going to do it is I will take it and I will put my finger on and pull it out. And then whatever our depth is, that'll be the depth of the arrow. And we're going to do 4 broadheads, or 4 shots with each broadhead. And then we'll measure all those and then average it and see if there's any difference in penetration. And that's after hitting the brush. All right, so there we go. We put the broadhead on here. Let's see if we can get this straight here. Broadhead. And we're right at about 5 3/4 of an inch. So 5 3/4. Okay, this one went in a little bit deeper. That's part of the problem, is where we hit on this target. So this may not be as good of a test as we'd like. We're back to 4, so that's 8 and 8 3/4 of an inch. So 5 3/4 and 8 3/4. All right, let's go do 2 more shots with old Elliot here, and then we'll switch broadheads. All right, so here we go. We're gonna shoot through brush again with the Grizzly sticks. So this will be 4 shots total. The reason I have to do it in 4 is because I don't have enough arrows made up to shoot 4 arrows at a time. And not that I don't want to have to sharpen that many broadheads. So I'm gonna shoot 4 shots and then average those, and then see if we can get a deflection off of these, off of the brush going through with the broadhead. Again, I'm using the Liberty Chief. It's a 60-28 and it's a 62-inch bow. I hit the brush and it did push it back a little bit, so it hit him in that gut section, the section you don't want to hit. I don't know if you guys will see it in the slow motion, but I'm going to slow-mo it. And you might not be able to see it with the camera because the way the sun is not on Elliot down there. So it is on the brush though, so that's kind of a good thing. Let's see if we get through there. Now the vitals, those vitals are covered with leaves now. So I'm shooting a little bit further back than I really want to, but man, I'm going to change that. This shot, I'm going to push it right through all those leaves to the vitals. And it did. It hit several of them. Right, landed in the front shoulder. You know, with the 650 grain arrow, with that single bevel broadhead, and heavy up front, high FOC. I'm not afraid of that. But I don't know if you guys could see down there, but I went right through a bunch of brush and it held its path all the way through it and landed, and I guarantee you it probably broke that shoulder blade. So let's go down and take a look at it. This is with the Grizzly sticks, with the Grizzly 650 grain setup, and it went right through that. We'll see if that shows up in the slow motion when I do it. Okay, so we're gonna head down through, going through the brush. I hit right into here. You can see how far forward I shot through there. I really pushed it to go forward through there. It'll be interesting to see how far I penetrated. You know, my penetration test really isn't probably going to work real well, just because difference in the target. So we did penetrate all the way through that shoulder. We did penetrate in the shoulder, so that'll be good. Yeah, I think I might just bag this penetration test, because that's not even going to be even close to what we were showing before. I don't know, we'll measure it and see what we got. So it's 1 inch. I start at 2 inches, and it's about another 5 3/4. So we got 5 3/4. I wonder what we got here. So that's what we got with that guy, and we'll measure him up. Put my finger on 12, and we're at 6 3/4. 6 3/4. So we'll average those numbers, and then that'll give us an average for the Grizzly sticks, and that'll give us an average for the Grizzly sticks. So 5 3/4 and 6 3/4. I don't know how close this test is. I don't know how definitive it's going to be. Okay, so the next shot that we're doing is the Werewolves, and they're a wider broadhead, still the single bevel, beveled on the tip a little bit different. We'll see if they'll, being a wider head, maybe, and a steeper angle, maybe they won't fly through as good. I've hit brush on every shot so far. So let's see how these guys do. So I'm going to try shoot right through that front shoulder. On a deer size target with these broadheads, that heart is right behind that front shoulder. So if you shoot through the front shoulder blade, which is easy to do with these, we shot through shoulder blades on elk. So if you could shoot through the shoulder blade with these, you're going to kill that deer a lot quicker. All right, here we go. It hit, and it flew straight as an arrow, pardon the pun. But you guys see, we killed him. We killed him good down there. And it hit brush going through. So, man, you could get away with quite a bit. If this test goes really well, I'm going to move him in some real brushy stuff that we shouldn't be able to hit him through. Do a different angle and see if we could do that. This is probably on that margin of whether I would shoot at him or not. So I really wanted to test those margins. It pushed it a little back, but it hit the brush going through, and it hit him good. So we killed him on both shots with that one, and that's with the Werewolf and 650 grain. All right, let's go measure this sucker and see what we got. We keep hitting brush all the way through here, guys. Both good lung shots. This one's perfect. That one's a perfect dead shot. It did get pushed back a little bit on that last shot, but we'll check these guys and see where they how much penetration we got. Okay, so the first arrow, we'll put it on the put her on the 12, and we got 6 3/4. 6 3/4. So the second arrow. So the second arrow tore a little bit of Elliot up. We'll take a look here. But the second arrow, if we go to 12 minus, they're looking at about 9 inches. So second arrow, we got 9 inches of penetration. We'll go shoot 2 more and then average them. All right, we're doing the Werewolf again through the brush to Elliot, and we'll see how these things penetrate and if they glance. We haven't got a glance yet. I've been hitting brush every time, and we've killed Elliot every time. That's the cool part about it. So I'm gonna lean forward into that heavy front shoulder. And this is about 15 yards, 12 yards, somewhere in there. Let's take a look. Let's see if we can do it again. I pulled that one. Don't want to hit like that. I don't know why I pulled it. I was thinking about too many different things. I did not pull that one. And I hit brush going through. You can still see it shaking down there. And it pushed right through it, guys. 650 grains with that werewolves, and they went right through. We'll go down and check them, and then we'll switch to the Woodsman. All right, so that part of the target's worn out. Of course, the vitals are more worn out than anywhere else on this target. Just kidding. But so we'll check the depth here. So we got, man, look at that. That's quite a ways. Put it at the 12. We're at 8 and a half. 8 and a half. All right, we'll go ahead and pull this guy. It's hard for me to pull and hold at the same time. All right, we'll check him. And we look like we're just at 6 inches, just at 6. So 8 and a half and 6 inches. All right, so we're gonna go back and we will hit it with the 3-blade. Maybe the 3 blades will glance a little bit more through there. We'll hit it with the 3-blade and we'll shoot the Woodsman's Elites from Three Rivers. All right, old Elliot's waiting down there for us. And again, we're shooting the Three Rivers Elites Woodsman's 200 grain on a Grizzly stick, and it's a 650 grain with a high FOC. All right, I'm going to shoot him one more time, and I'm going to try to hold a little bit tighter on that front shoulder and see if maybe I can hit more brush going through. I did, and it pushed the arrow straight down. I shot just right underneath his brisket. And it's a Woodsman Elite from Three Rivers Archery. And we're gonna shoot Elliot again down there. I'm gonna try to go forward a little bit and see if I can hit some of that brush as we're going down through there. But so far, man, these arrows are every broadhead's just going right through the brush. And we're at 8 and a half. So 8 1/4 and 8 and a half. Now we'll go shoot it twice more and see if that, now I did hit with one of these arrows I hit, and the other arrow I didn't hit brush as I was coming through there. So we'll go back and we'll shoot 2 more and measure those. And I'll give you guys the averages. Don't know how definitive it is, but it gives you a little bit of an idea of what goes on. And I hit 3 different pieces of brush going through there, 3 little limbs, and I still hit. May have kicked it up a little high, but it still hit him, and it hit him in the vitals, and it would have killed him. One more. Hit again. Hit right in the sweet spot, and it killed him. I don't know, man. I'm not getting near as many. It seems like the broadheads are going through that stuff better than my field points. So I don't know. We're gonna move stuff around though, because I got a feeling that I'm not gonna be able to shoot through everything. So we're gonna move it. We're gonna make it pretty heavy on this next one. We'll check these arrows, see how deep they penetrate, just because we've been doing that with all the other ones. But then I'm really wanting to shoot through some heavy brush. Maybe you can shoot through more brush than I think you can. I don't know. We'll try. Okay, so here's the path through. I'm going to shoot this shot every time from now on. If I got this much brush, I'm shooting it. As you see, that arrow is not a good representation of penetration, because that's a shot out spot that it went into. But we will definitely do some moving around and shoot through some different angles here. That's at 11 inches. 11 inches. But it was right in the hole too, so I'm not sure if that's gonna be something we should even consider. Okay, so we got on this guy 12 to 3, 9 inches, and I think it's 9 inches right on. So yeah, they penetrate well and shoot well. Everything's shooting through. I'm gonna keep this broadhead on, and I'm gonna shoot through that brush right there coming into it. I'm just gonna shoot at a different angle. You guys might not even be able to see it. Okay guys, you can see Elliot down there through the brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the Woodsman's through the brush and see if I could get through all that brush. I don't think I'd ever try this shot, but maybe after today's testing I would. I don't know. I'm gonna shoot through there and see if the arrow will carry through there without glancing. And that's with the Woodsman. And dude, I hit it. I just killed him through all that brush. Oh my gosh. It did hit some brush in there and the arrow didn't fly completely straight, but it killed him for sure. I don't know if can you guys see through there? I mean, it's super brushy through there. You know, they say in golf, every tree is 10% tree and 90% air, and I was wondering if it's the same thing for our arrows. All right, here we go again. Well, it did glance up that time. It hit him. I don't know where it hit, but it did hit him. So we'll go down and take a look. So this is what we're shooting through. I don't know if you can see him down there, but right down there. That's what we're shooting through. You can kind of see his butt back there, and his antler, and we're just shooting right straight through that stuff. Yeah, so it's pretty interesting. We'll go down and take a look and see where those arrows went. That one did glance. I'm hoping that I find it. It hit. But I'm pretty sure that's a kill shot. I don't think that that's probably the way that we're supposed to do it, but I'm pretty sure that's a kill shot. Poor Elliot. Okay, so we have it. That's the glancing shot, and it took him out of the jugular. What is it? What is it that Austin with Born and Raised says? Calls that a throat punch. And then this is the other shot, and it was a little high. It glanced a little high too, but it's carrying through. I mean, if you look back through what I was shooting through this right here. That's a lot of junk to be trying to shoot through. So I'm going to switch broadheads and we will try the single bevels. All right, guys, this time we're shooting the Werewolves through all that brush down there, see if it'll drive through there. Now, one thing I want to make clear is I'm not condoning shooting these shots on a real animal. I'm just playing around because these are the things that you always were like, I wonder if that would work or not. Well, we're playing with it now. We're going to test that out. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot down there and see what we get. Oh, wow. It shot right through and killed him. I killed Elliot with that shot through all that brush. I cannot believe it. Actually, every shot I've shot through the brush so far has pretty much killed Elliot. So... and that's a lot of brush. I mean, that is a lot of brush. You guys probably can't even see him. And that one hit a lot of brush, and it actually was taking brush out as it went through. Brush was falling. I don't know if you guys could see that in the camera, but we'll go pick up those arrows. All right, that was going through, and basically, the biggest reason I'm shooting low, or I'm shooting pretty consistent, but the biggest reason that I'm shooting not in the kill zone is because I don't have anything to focus on except for twigs. So I'm trying to focus on the animal rather than focusing on the twigs. So pretty interesting. That did pretty darn good. We'll try the Grizzly sticks next. All right, so this time we're going to try the Grizzly sticks. We're going to go right straight through. And as you guys have seen, it does glance a little through there. I wouldn't try this in a normal regular hunting situation, but say you had to get some meat. Maybe you had to kill something and you weren't going to get another shot. It might be something that I would try, quite honestly, because every shot that I've shot through there, even though it did glance, killed that animal. But is that something that I would do just, you know, as a hunter and as a conservationist? No. Maybe I would do it when if you know, it was back in the medieval times and we were shooting, we were at war or something like that. So you guys let me know below. Comment below, would you guys do this? And in what circumstances would you do this? All right, I'm going to shoot these. I'm going to zoom in, and then that way hopefully you can see it better. I just killed it again. I just killed Elliot again. Man, I'm having pretty good luck shooting through all this brush. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it unless you're seeing it. And I don't know how much the camera's catching. I'm hoping it's catching more than I'm actually. That's a good shot right there. Now that one did hit more brush going through. I heard it hit something back there. I don't know if it hit the target even. I can't tell. We'll go back and take a look. Yes, we only got one into the target that time. So yeah, that is a true thing. But that's out of 6 shots, we killed him. And that shot's a really good one. So out of the 6 shots, we got 5 into Elliot. And I realize a couple of those weren't probably the best shots in the world, but definitely did kill him. And my other shot landed back there, and I know it hit going through it. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see that on video or not, but we'll sure check it. Okay, so what do you guys think? Was that pretty fun? So maybe we need to try this with some lighter arrows in the next video. If you guys, let me know what you want to see in the next video. And if you guys haven't caught the video before this one, where we're shooting field points, you can check it out up here. Or you can wait to the end and I'll post it to the end. But one other thing that you guys could do is we got more of these hats coming in stock. The only difference is it's going to say Barebow Hunters right down below them. So as soon as they get in, if you guys could help us, this is the way that we could bring this content to you guys. So you guys can help us by supporting us by buying hats or buying soap. We have Backcountry Bar, or we also have t-shirts. And if you guys could help support us, great. If not, we still are going to bring this stuff to you as long as we can, as much as we can. So please subscribe and like and hit the little bell, and you'll see the next video coming up.